I am back and with some more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We're on episode 63. And yeah, I'm more or less continuing on from last episodes. Because earlier today I did episodes 61 and 62. And I weren't happy with them. They're still up. They would have been up. Yesterday would have been the first Halo Spartan Ops episode, and then the day before that, I would have put up part 1 and part 2 as episode 61, because that one was that went a bit fun. It's an okay episode. It crashed in the first part, like 10 minutes in. I still uploaded it, and then I went to part 2, and then and I don't know, I just felt like they were a bit, I felt like the game was a bit funny. So what I did was, after episode 62, I was like, I might come back and do some extra videos for today. So what I've done is I've just gave my Xbox a rest, and yeah, I've just decided to come back. I'm not sure if I'll do this one and the next one, because it's about 7 o'clock today. 7 o'clock at night, and I've got work tomorrow, so I might do this just one episode. And tomorrow, when I would usually do State of Decay, I might do Assassin's Creed, then State of Decay, so I might try and do 3 streams tomorrow. It won't make much sense on YouTube, but because the State of Decay would have been up the past 2 days, so they would have been already up on YouTube. But if I feel like I can do it today, I'll do both of them today, and then it'll save me tomorrow. But I thought I'd have a break myself. And I give my Xbox a break by turning it off, like hard turn off, and then I thought, let's just come back on, because I don't want to be messing about. But yeah, like, it was just the last 2 episodes were a bit. I think it was just Twitch more than it. It wasn't the game didn't go wrong at all. It was just it crashed, and it was like the whole console crashing instead of the game, which it usually does. And when the game when the game crashes, usually I can just load back in. It doesn't affect the stream. But when it's like, I've never had that with the console before, but I'm hoping it just had a funny little turn on or something. So I want to blame more of this. Like, the last 2 was it felt like I was rushing, just because I thought someone was coming to have a visit round to the house, and they cancelled at last minute as well. So it was like, I could have took my time with them episodes, really. Will you just move? I'm like starting to think I should do. Because, like, Mondays and Tuesdays right now, I have someone come round, like, family member. And I'm thinking maybe it'd be better to do State of Decay, things like State of Decay and Grounded, or Sims, either Monday and Tuesday, because they're somewhat games I can control a little bit, with how long it takes me to play them. Whereas, like, Halo and Assassin's Creed, I'm like, I can control Assassin's Creed a bit better, but like, say Halo, like, Monday when I did Halo Spartan Ops, I didn't realise how long them episodes in that game are. Like an hour and a half, and I was like kind of stressing, have I got enough time? I'm going to stick with the same timetable for now, but if it stresses me out anymore, it's not worth it, because it will translate into the videos, I think. So, oh, it's this guy. But yeah, instead of rattling on about that, we'll get into the game because it felt like I was doing that too much last episode as well. I was just complaining about it too much. Oh. Okay, cool. Well, we're slowly cracking on with them. There's not many left, so I'd say. Just say we're halfway. I'd say we're just over halfway. Like, there's still one missing. Alright, but yeah, I don't think there's anything else besides. Yeah, we'd expect an episode now, and there might be a. I think the other day I uploaded the second, like, episode 62 came out about 2 o'clock, so it'll be in a few hours, but yeah. There'll be another episode up later.
My, is that Kassandra of Aiad, the Eagle Bearer, messenger of Zeus, she who launched 1,000 hearts?
Alcibiades. I'm known by many names, but that last one sounds to be of your own making.
My young friend Archimedes here could use your legendary talents to woo the object of his desire.
You would have my eternal gratitude.
I'd like to know more about the man asking for my help.
I'm Archimedes. I came to Alcibiades because he boasts of his exploits as a lover and knows Braxilla.
Braxilla?
I'm a Misthios, not some famed lover.
You can tell just from looking at her, but enough of that.
What's the job?
Have you ever heard of Braxilla?
The name sounds familiar. Who is she?
Who is she? A poet blessed by Apollo himself. She describes the gods as if they were her lovers. Her lyre is a legendary weapon wielded in her hands. I want to meet her, but talking to a goddess such as she? Terrifying.
Oh, nonsense. Usually you give a woman some flowers, and she'll show you her flower. However, this is Braxilla.
Oh my god.
She is not easily impressed.
Of course. No ordinary flower will do. They need to be worthy of a goddess.
I come to this coast every year for the Poetry Festival. Of all the beautiful blossoms, none match the scent and radiance of the coral rose. Fetch some, and all doors and legs shall open for you.
I'll return with your flowers. Where can I find the coral rose? It sounds rare.
You would be correct. However, like all good things in life, these take more work than most are willing to expend. They're atop a nearby mountain.
Say I do get these flowers. Where would I bring them?
Back to camp? Braxilla should be in her tent.
You mentioned being here for a poetry festival?
I did. It's one of the many festivals to Apollo, but this one holds a special place in my heart, among other places. Other festivals are so stuffy. Here we worship like Maenads.
I've heard enough.
Please, if you are as skilled with sword and heart as Alcibiades says, you'll return to me with the coral rose. As a poet, it's best that I stay at camp while you do the hiking.
You'd be an easy snack for wolves or bears. I'll return with the roses.
Okay. At least they're showing, like, don't have to go trekking across the whole map. But yeah, it's actually quite nice. It's 7 o'clock in the evening. I've got a nice cup of tea. I'm playing some Assassins Creed Odyssey. It's actually worked out pretty nice because, yeah, it just kind of bothered me earlier this afternoon. It was just like everything wasn't going to plan at all. So I was thinking, oh, I'd get 2 videos done. before this person came round. And then everything was like needing an update or to fix and installing. It's just a right pain. And then the person says like they're not gonna. They forgot to tell me that they're not coming. So it's just the way it is, isn't it? But oh, dude, these quests are so silly. Hey, let's get them all. Fuck yeah. If they're rare, I'm gonna take them. As long as they don't take them all. Nice to have some rare flowers that are gonna die probably in a day in my inventory. Yeah, it's kind of nice to actually give it another go and come back. Because like I said in the last two, I know I've been going on about it. But one final time, I might mention it in next episode because it's a bit more relevant then, but from tomorrow and the next, tomorrow will be the second episode of Halo, the Spartan Ops, and then I'm thinking the 2 rotations after that, which will be 8 days, I'm going to just focus on Halo 4 Spartan Ops. I'm going to see how far I get, but I'm thinking of doing that because I want to get that game done, the missions done, because they're quite time consuming, and I don't want to be stuck on them for too long. Kind of thinking to just play it through at the weekend and then yeah. But it's something that we'll definitely be able to sort out quite fairly. It's just that it means that we won't be doing Assassin's Creed for a while, and that's why I thought it would be good to do some extra. Like today and other videos that would have been split off like they usually are. They're the day or so ago now, so yeah. So these somewhat have a little bit of a boost or a bit extra anyway, so that's good. But yeah, I'll stop rattling on about it.
I found your coral roses.
You're back! That's perfect. The roses are perfect. Oh, look at the luster. The fragrance. Now you must deliver them to her.
You came all this way
You're
to
the
meet
one.
her. You should be the one to do it.
Please, I'm much too nervous to speak to her. I've composed a poem to recite. Here, let me teach you.
I'm not saying any Malaka's poem. That's your job, not mine.
Then I must rehearse. Will you at least deliver the flowers before they wilt?
Fine, but you'll do the rest.
Okay, she's at her tent. It's right there. Go give them
It's such
to
a
her.
joke, innit?
Praxila, I have flowers for you from Orchimidis of... somewhere.
Did I not tell you to get the wine 5 minutes ago?
Kassandra Vayad, may I introduce you to my dear friend Praxila, Apollo's muse and mistress of the Golden Strings.
You're Praxila?
Didn't expect an aged bard. Mercenary of Ayat?
It would be foolish of me to assume a master of the craft would be young.
Praxila, this is Kassandra Vayad, Eagle-bearer, messenger of Zeus, launcher of 1,000...
Kassandra Kaka, cast stone and light alike, leaves ladies and lads alight alive. Ailing women and awestruck men cling to her side.
A true genius.
Oh my god.
Look at those shoulders. A soldier, A Spartan? A thorn in the side of tyrants. She who dares challenge Poseidon. Alcibiades, this one I'm keeping my eyes on.
The poems she writes about me are never so kind.
I have flowers for you. They're not from me. They're from Archimedes. He's right over... Well, he was over
dear.
there.
A coral rose? I'll have to get my servant to add these to the pile.
It's a gift. Show some gratitude.
Where is that servant girl? I swear her head must be rattling with rocks.
I wish she'd rattle my rocks.
A Haikos is missing. That
My
idiot must have
God.
taken it with her and run off.
A Haikos.
Achaikos is Praxila's legendary lyre.
I set it down after tuning moments before you arrived. I can't go on stage without a Haikos.
I did see Archimedes leaving in quite a hurry.
We need to get that lyre back. Please, without Praxila getting everyone's juices flowing, this festival is just a bunch of young men measuring the size of their verse.
This lyre was
Oh my
special.
god.
Can you play another? for
This
the
is really
recital?
bad.
Perseus without winged sandals or a mirrored shield was just a man. Would he have the same legends, the same mystery if he performed each task without a legendary weapon?
It's very valuable, both in significance and in drachmi.
Archimedes and the missing servant both disappeared as the lyre was stolen. They could be working together.
Oh, and he seemed like such a nice boy.
Alcibiades invited a viper into my tent.
Is there somewhere they could have taken it?
It's a poetry festival. There's no better hub for shady trade.
I'll find the thief and return the lyre.
Explore the camp to get more.
I'm looking for a man named Archimedes.
I know an Archimedes. Otherwise, no.
He might have been holding a lyre?
There are as many men holding lyres here as there are blades of grass on a field.
Oh, it's just gonna be a load of fucking poets, ain't it? God help us.
Do you know a man named Archimedes?
Archimedes? Archimedes? That's the kid who hangs out around the Vipers. Yeah, I know him. He's been coming to the festival for 3 or 4 years, maybe.
The Vipers? Who are they?
You know how it is. People feel small, so they band together to make the rest of us feel smaller. They took over the temple of Assassinate a while back. Now it's hard to take the road without being held at knife point.
Do you think that's where Archimedes would take a lyre?
Hope not, for his sake. The Vipers are dangerous. If he did have the lyre on him, they'd probably rough him up for it. He's one of those kids that'd be keeping around for fodder, if you get me.
Did he have a lyre on him?
I didn't see him with one. I saw him talking to you, then walking towards Praxila's tent. He and Praxila's pretty elot have been sneaking around lots. Just assume they were, you know, planting a garden.
Is the Temple of Athena the best place to sell a stolen lyre?
You can buy and sell anything here, unfortunately. But going to the Vipers guarantees the person you stole from won't follow you in. Shame. It was such a beautiful temple.
Thank you for your help.
Hope you find the lyre. Watch out for the Vipers at the Temple of Athena.
That it? Okay, that was easy. Temple about Mount Icaron. Okay, cool. Let's go. But yeah, I think I needed another go at this because I was desperate to play it all day, and then it just all went wrong, and it's really nice to get back into it. Yeah, I'm just sorry for the last two. I don't think they were that good. I don't think many people watch this Let's Play anyway, but it's just it's annoying if people do come across this series and like it. They do start watching it, then it's annoying to have a few dud edit episodes. And I don't want to cut them out because it's like it's just the way it is, isn't it? I want it to. I don't want to miss any gameplay. Well, we did do the Sphinx in episode 61, part 2, which is quite good. So I did defeat her without starting a fight or anything, which is quite not what I usually do. Well, I don't think I did it in my first playthrough. I think I fought it. So yeah, like I'm glad I figured that out right. So, but I don't think. Yeah.
Someone, please help!
You're that servant. The one who disappeared at the same time as the liar.
I can explain. Archimedes talked me into it and said he'd use a drachmi to buy my freedom. When we escaped, he said he wanted to bring the liar to the Vipers. I said no. The Vipers said yes.
So, the Vipers have Archimedes and the liar now. As for you, you can go back to Praxilla and apologize if you really want help.
Can you trust? I don't know how. Can you trust half these people? Oh. Deserter's Delight. Okay. Oh, that's bit of a random quest then. That's cool. Yeah. Is he dead? Or asleep? Thing is, we've been here before, but that was in my last playthrough. One of the last episodes, so I doubt everything.
That must be
I'm
where
guessing
Archimedes
everything's back
and
to
the liar.
normal. Thing is, I swear I think I let one of them out. It seems like all the bodies, all the people had gone. Still, it's just that one, and then there's like that civilian. I hate the one thing I don't like in this is that there's hardly any opportunities to assassinate. Well, why isn't she climbing down? There you go. There we go.
Oh, thank the gods I'm saved. These horrible thugs blackmailed me into stealing the lyre.
I doubt that.
They took it from me when I was captured.
I'm a bastard. The amount of prisoners I've just killed instantly as soon as they leave the cage.
Malaka got what they deserved.
Did they force you to steal Praxilla's lyre?
No, they gave me the confidence I was lacking. We would drink and complain about poetry at the festival, and I let slip that Praxilla's my mother.
What? Praxilla's your mother?
She is. She abandoned me and my father when I was a child. Something about following her destiny to be a wandering poet. My father, Achaikos, built the lyre for her as a wedding present. She loved it more than us. I wanted her to feel the way we did when she left.
Praxilla was born with a calling for the arts. It was her right to follow it.
She should have thought of that before she decided to have a family. I wish my father had never made her that lyre.
Speaking of the lyre, I know you have it.
Malaka, I do, but it was damaged in the struggle. Wait, before you leave, I need some advice. Should I talk to Praxilla? I don't know what to do.
Approach Praxilla as yourself and talk to her. Maybe she missed you and didn't know how to come home.
I need time to think about everything. My father, my mother, my friends. Please don't tell Praxilla who I am.
Why? I'm gonna tell her, because I'm a bitch. Yeah, she should know. Or, well, I should probably let him decide, really. It's not really my place to say, but I would probably tell her. Just so she knows, but then it's like, it's wrong, like... How many families don't know, like, how many sons and daughters don't know who their father or mother is? Oh, what's this? Been here before, right? Whoa, this is... Oh, hey guys. Whoa, this is hidden, isn't it? This is actually a random location. Nice. This is an actual random location. That's kind of cool. And there is hidden things in this game, like little camps, or like where Spartans are just chilling, or pirates, or bandits, things like that. They're just camped up somewhere, or like when you get, I think them hunters are usually in the random. Wandering around sometimes. So there is like stuff that doesn't appear as a question mark. I wonder if I wonder where that question, you know, that quest we did complete. I'm guessing it's nearby. Let's have a look. Like, you know that quest we just killed that guy? Is that something that we already did? Talk to Priscilla. Oh, we got a load of stuff done already. Do a little Spartan seals, do Athenian seals. Should probably do that at some point. That'd be good XP. Hang on, it's bothering me. Oh, what was that random quest? Free the prisoner.
I was able to get the lyre, but not in one piece.
Thank you. Oh, Haikos, what mischief did you get yourself into?
Well, that's it. There's more to this though.
Oh, Kassandra, thwarter of thieves. I appreciate you bringing a Haikos back to me, but I need to ask another favor.
You need help fixing the lyre.
Perceptive, too. Look at it. Wood's gone soft, body splintered, it's toneless, tooless even.
What can be done to save it?
Cressis has been having this festival for years. The town is built around it. Of course, because instruments are as fragile as a poet's heart, there's a master lyre maker at Cressis port.
Not too far away.
And since it's been proven that nothing is safe on these hills, I'll need some muscle for protection.
Why don't I just go
I can
and...
help you
yeah,
get there
okay.
safely.
The journey will be worth your while. Come now.
I'm right behind you.
I have many fond memories of this place. I've watched the port grow into a town, and the small gathering of friends grow into a massive festival. It's more home than home.
Your true love is a lyre and your home is a poetry festival? You never wanted to settle somewhere?
Oh, you sweet young child. My life isn't as simple as you make it out to be. I'm like Zephyros, needing to go where I please. I learned this the hard way.
So you care only for yourself?
If you only live your life for others, what's the point? You're nothing but a slave, a loyal beast at best.
People can get hurt.
If I had lived the life expected of me, traditional and domestic, I would have died. Died inside. And like as not, thrown myself into the sea. I know what I need.
Seems like the festival here is much less formal than the others I've encountered.
Yes, Dionysus claimed our offerings to Apollo and granted us the gift of ecstasy.
I can see why it would attract people from far and wide.
Do not misunderstand.
What are you shouting
Italy
for?
is one far-
Oh, don't stop. Oh, I was kind of liking the dialogue because Brexilla was kind of making sense there. Like, I can understand her point
Timiha, where are you?
of like wanting to take control of her own life instead of.
noise.
The smell of the sea is almost enough to cover your stench, Timiha.
Praxilla, I've been gathering fruits to throw at you all week.
High praise coming from you. I need a favor. Achaikos was kidnapped by some idiot and needs a new neck.
This idiot?
Sadly, there have been many idiots on this journey.
I hired this muscle here to get Achaikos back. Now she's keeping me company.
All right, give him here. Poor fellow's been brutalized.
But you can fix it, right?
Of course I can fix him. I am the best pair of hands you're going to find outside of Athens. Problem is, Achaikos is a special boy. I have materials, but nothing worthy of putting him together.
What materials do you need?
I have what I need for the neck, but the old one took the strings and yoke out when it snapped. Ah, there's a crack running through the soundbox. That needs to be replaced.
What should I be looking for?
Some use bone for the yoke and neck, but nothing beats wood in my opinion. Strings are made from gut, and we could use a shell for the soundbox.
Those strings don't look like guts to me.
They are. Just soaked for a long time and pulled thin. I'm sure you'll enjoy killing some legendary beasts to help a high cost sing.
I've seen
I
some
bet I've
liars
got
with
this
turtle
stuff
shells for the
anyway.
body.
Not a lot of turtles on this coast, but a good sturdy conch should do the trick.
What's a yoke? And what wood do you need to replace it?
The yoke is the crossbar that all of the strings are attached to.
Sure is. It needs to bend, so a springy wood is best.
I think we all can agree on that.
I will return with the materials to repair Haikos.
Gather wolf intestine. Is there any specific place of a wolf? Is this a camp? Alright, mate. Wolf intestine. I'm guessing heading to the hills. I'm loving this. I was just saying, like last episode, that this is such a pretty area. It's just a pretty game. Honestly, I was saying, like in State of Decay, if there was a game that I could be put into, it would be like State of Decay for like, if I could just play, like put my conscience into a game to play, it'd be State of Decay. But if I could put my consciousness into a game to live, I'd put my consciousness into Kassandra and live this life. This is awesome. Like, you could just imagine setting up a camp. Like, could you imagine, like, living in somewhere like this, like, back in these times where it's all basic, and you get to live somewhere like this, like, this to me is like, even if I only had to, if I could, like, if it meant I lived short, and I wouldn't care, like, if you lived in a world like this, you would believe in the gods and everything, wouldn't you? And beasts, and because you wouldn't think this world was made for humans, for mere mortals. You think Earth was made for gods if you live somewhere like this. It's just so pretty. It makes you want to go Greece. I bet it's all industrial now. That's the only thing. Like, the thing is, I don't think I've seen many wolves around here though. I'm amazed that I haven't got any intestines and things. Like, I suppose you don't get them instantly on. I suppose you don't get them instantly when killing them though. This is probably just something that they'll trigger when I kill them. They could have gave us a location. It's a bit annoying that they just like come back when you get 3 wolf kills. It's a bit. It's a bit anti. Oh, is that a wolf there? Is that just me, or is that just a bush? Yeah, it's a rock. See if there's any of them quests. Loot the chest. I'm just going to drop that off, get some money. I'm pretty sure that woman just got murdered then. I just saw a guy running at a woman, and I think he was a pirate. So that's probably not a good sign. Loot the chest.
I'll enjoy this.
Shit. They're getting away.
Αφες με σωθήνε.
Βαβέ!
Απεχθέστα τον εστί.
I love this. It's just so... I know you probably get all kinds of diseases and you probably be dead with it before you're 30 and stuff, but... It just seems so basic, and when you live in such a modern world where you're on your... Like now... Like you're always on your phone and things like that, but like in a world like this it's just... so basic and calming, you know. I know it's just a video game, but it does put you into that moment where you're thinking, sure, there's a lot of psycho, a lot of killing. It's no different from now, but back here you live in the basic life. You're just trying to survive the next day, and you're not necessarily going to be worrying about taxes and your mortgage, and you probably had to pay some people off, but it's probably not as stressful as, say, now. Like, if anything, you could at least just run away and hide in the mountains, you know? Set up somewhere, like hunt. You don't necessarily... You're not bound to, like, a city wall or anything, like... Is that, like, what I feel like is... Because of the modern world that we live in right now, there's no escaping it, really. You can't just set up in any field, or... you can't just take off and that'd be it. The modern world is like, you have to be like you have to be somewhat shackled to society, you know? Like, you can't, there's no like survival in, like, sure you can be homeless, but homeless is always like, you can't. I think in America, Los Angeles, there was this guy that was making mobile homes for people, so that people had a roof over their heads. But I think LA was like the government in LA were like alright, let's deal with this. Oh, Jesus! But I think there was a thing in LA where this guy was for like homeless people making like these mobile homes, and like the government, they didn't like it because apparently it was in health and safety, but they were fine. They were like mini homes, but because of the government and because of the shackles of nature, they were like, and because it have made people avoid paying bills and like being shackled to everyday responsibilities, it meant that these homeless people was like a very basic form of roof over the head, a bit of protection, a front door, a lock. Sure, it was only like a little shed sort of thing. It still meant it's just messed up that the government can just take things like that away from people. So there's no like you can't just survive anymore. That's the thing. Like, you've got to either be with the system or be homeless, and that's it. Have people look after you.
Hope these are enough guts
Got
for
it.
fixing a Haikos.
Gather shell. God damn it.
Stop!
Uh-oh.
You're not allowed in here!
Yeah, I was thinking the other day, I wouldn't want it to happen, but for me, I feel like the world would be a lot more free. Like, you'd feel a lot more free as if like a zombie apocalypse happened, or some like an apocalypse happened where you just had to survive. Because the way I see it, most of the time it feels like you're not surviving for yourself anymore. You're surviving for the bloody country when you think about it. Because your livelihood, all the money you have, goes into the house, which goes to the government. You know, things like that. It's not like so much money is not put on the person. And like, there's no option to survive, you know? Like, you're expected to like work yourself to death almost. Like, even in the UK, like they've to retire, they've moved the years back because people are getting old. Like, people surviving to old ages, ain't they? So they're like counteracting so many people getting going into retirement or getting benefits, or pensions and things like that by just pushing that goalpost along. Like, my mum, she was about to turn 60. And she was about to get a load of benefits and help and like a free bus pass. Think like little benefits that people should have when they've worked all their life. And then just a few months before it was her birthday to get 60, the government were like, we're putting age benefits and things like that back to 65. And the fact that the government can even do that is just crazy. There we go. Yeah, like, a part of me the other day would just thought life would be so much more peaceful if you could just wander and survive. And it makes me, it's why I like shows like The Walking Dead and things where they, like, sure, you'd probably be stressed dealing with zombies every day, but at least when things get quiet, and you just got a fire or a camp, and you're in the middle of somewhere that you'd never go before, because you were pushed out that way, and that was just your moment for that evening, and then the next day you'll be somewhere completely different. That to me is something that I'd love to.
This shell should be perfect for Praxila's lyre.
It's just something that I would love to like. It just seems so much more peaceful, and I live in an era like this where there's no cars, no planes going overhead. Just think how peaceful it is. Like, it's like when the lockdown first happened in the UK, people were like, it's been years since I've heard the birds. Because the birds just came out of nowhere, didn't they? The wildlife just came out. Like, I think there was a few stories where oh, nice. Where sheep from local farms and walked into local villages because they thought the human race was dead because no one's about. And like you'd have like just birds, like all the I think pigeons and sitters, they were just gone because there's no food there anymore. Seagulls weren't at the beaches because there's no food there anymore. It was just but people could hear birds and like no more planes going over. Like people, I think people, even though people want lockdown to be over and they don't necessarily want that to happen again, at least people realise how noisy the world is. And it's just, thing is, we're never going to get that quietness back. No way. Like in the UK right now, there's just so much traffic on the road because people are trying to get fuel. Because the media is fear-mongering about there's not enough fuel in the UK, but there is. But because the media is like, there's a shortage of fuel when there isn't, there's plenty, it's been like it for a while. It's just people have been somewhat buying what they need when they need it, and that's how people should be doing it. And it's pretty much like what COVID, like the media's just made people so terrified. Of things, like it's the same when they did the it's like when people were panic buying toilet rolls and stupid things like this for the lockdowns. It didn't need to be like that, but the media was like, oh my god, fuck, I hate boars so much. But it's just and that's why I don't watch live TV anymore. I can't watch the news anymore because my mum got ill because she's got so stressed out over the media and everything. And like she's turned really bad, and it's just pisses me off with the media. 'Cause they're the ones that
enough wood for a new lyre?
caused half this mess. People have lost so much humanity in the past year because of the media and things, I think. Because they've just made people turn against one another when they don't need to. Because I think we've got to agree, like 10 years ago, if you disagreed with someone, you just disagreed with them. Like, sure, you might have a bit of a gripe with them, but it still wouldn't affect how you treat that person, I don't think. Like, sure, you have arseholes. You always have arseholes. It feels like there's more arseholes now than ever before. Like, I have views that people probably don't like. But it's the fact that the media is making it so that you can't have a certain view anymore. And I think that's really dangerous. Why is the media dictating on what people should be thinking? It shouldn't be that. Humanity should be debating and should have everyone has the right to think how they are, and you shouldn't be cancelled on that. No way. Like, sure, if you are some perverted psycho, like a paedophile or a rapist or anything as sinister and disgusting than that, and you are found guilty of it by law, then yeah, that person needs to be thrown out of society, you know? But when people are being cancelled over things they did 10 years ago, for things that are so petty, like, it's just dangerous that we're doing that, you know? Like, it's just less freedoms mean, like I said, it's more shackles for every one of us. And it's dangerous. Like, why can't we just talk normally? And if, like you said, we're talking about one of our, like, films and TV shows. If you like it, you like it, fair enough. But if someone's criticizing it, it shouldn't be a problem. Like, there was a few things in State of Decay recently I didn't like, but it doesn't stop me loving the game. And that's fair. Like, you won't like everything in every single thing, and it's fair, you know? Like, I wouldn't want, because of that one thing I don't like in State of Decay, that one moment, I wouldn't want State of Decay to be cancelled. I wouldn't go out my way to moan about it on Twitter. Like, there's some things I want to moan on Twitter to get things to. I was one of them people that criticised Doctor Who because I really didn't like it, and I had my right. And, like, if they weren't going to listen, they weren't going to listen. But I'm going to put my view out on there to get it better again, and everyone should have that. But if you have something, you shouldn't. If you criticise something that you believe in, and you shouldn't be moaned at by the other side saying you're wrong, you're racist or a bigot, and it's just stupid. Like, why? Who made them like this? Like, it wasn't like this 10 years ago, 20 years ago. I'm sure we need to be a bit more inclusive, but you don't need to go so over the top. No way. Because it makes you more of an arsehole than anything, but I know. Sorry.
I have everything we need.
Excellent. Give it
On my
here.
mind.
Be careful with it.
He'll like me better when I'm done. You always were too rough with your fingering.
Well, that's the first complaint
Oh my
I've
god.
heard about it.
What is this crest?
There he is, looking more handsome than ever.
You call this your best work? You're robbing me blind.
Oh, shut up, and go deafen the masses with your wailing.
Thanks for the help. Here's your drachmi. I need some time to put a high cost through spaces. I might need some help after, though, so swing by my tent when you have a minute.
Sure, if I'm in the area.
That was it. Okay. Keep going then.
No place for you.
I might do the next episode after this. Why not? I'm having fun. I'll do this quest line then. Yeah, that's just my thoughts. I think people can agree that the way the world is right now, it's just a right miserable place sometimes. I'd love to just talk about this stuff, you know? But it's just, half the time it's not worth it, because you know that there might be I don't know. Thank God for gaming, eh? Because it doesn't seem to be as at least we don't have like news ads in the middle of the gaming. News reports, like breaking news. My Xbox might have had that if they were going more with TV side again, like they were originally. God, that would have been interesting.
The Mistios returns. Do you have time to accompany me and Achaikos to our triumphant performance?
After all this, I wouldn't miss it.
Excellent. We team up once more.
So we're a team now. Can I still expect to get paid?
After my performance, drachmi will be in no short supply. Trust me.
You've dedicated your life to your art. You must have a lot to show for it.
I write 100 poems every night when I go to sleep, and I throw out 100 every morning when I wake up. Luckily, some have survived to touch people.
Do you have any favorites?
There's one I'm well known for that is very dear to me. The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun. Second are the shining stars and the face of the moon. Then ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
Sounds nice. But we should get going. So, cucumbers.
The sun gives us the fruit of the trees, like the fruit of the loins.
In your poem, you say you leave the sun. Why?
Not me. Adonis. He's being asked upon death about the most beautiful things he's left behind. To me, there is no greater beauty than that of the sun, and the moon, and stars.
Oh, why is he being asked this?
Adonis is beauty incarnate. What could be so beautiful that even he would be fain to leave?
Not
I
really
see.
the weather for a performance,
Looks like
is
we
it?
made it.
Marvelous. Thank you. Looks like my adoring fans are ready for me. Be sure to catch the show.
It's Praxilla!
I heard she was coming this year.
Praxilla, recite something for us.
Why am I
I've
on
been
stage?
reciting this
Why is she
poem
on
for
stage?
years. Kassandra, would you do me the kindness of allowing me to hear it anew from your lips?
I couldn't.
Nonsense. You know everything you need to do it justice. How about something new this year?
The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun.
Praise be Apollo.
Second are the shining stars and the face of the moon.
This is one of my favorites.
Then, ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
That's always been my favorite verse.
I'm happy my
Oh,
poem
God.
touched you so deeply, Kassandra. Have you thought about trading your spear for the lyre?
I will stick to swinging swords, thanks.
It wouldn't be a poetry festival without someone causing a disturbance.
Praxilla, get to safety. I can handle them.
Whoa! Oh, we just fight one another now. God damn it. Why are you people fighting them? Come on, why can't I just fight them? What's going on? Oh, will you fuck off, man?
You even know what end of your weapon holds?
Ah. You're still fighting me, why?
Somebody help me!
You get out of the way, woman. No.
Your luck is running out, What? No! Get it out!
Oh my god, will these fuck off? Oh my god, there's more. This is a joke now. What is going on? This is pissing me off. Like, let's lure him down here so they're further away. But he's just sniping on the bridge like nothing. And then every time I get fucking caught, I've got to deal with a bounty. Come here, you prick. Stop. Oh my god. This is a joke, right? It's fucking messed up because every time I get a bounty. I'm not even the one caused the problem, it's fucking pirates. Or whatever. And now we got another bounty into. Fuck off with that shit.
Are you even trying?
Fucking annoying. So much fucking death though. I'm just hoping no one else comes. Oh my god. That is a joke, right? God damn. That went so bad. So many people died there.
Happens every year. Some cursed
Oh,
idiots
dear.
drink too much wine and get themselves killed.
I didn't know poetry festivals were such lively events.
Indeed. I need to take a moment to recover. Let's go back to my tent.
Oh dear. 69. That was so much death then. That was absurd.
But we do have a happy ending.
Praxilla, it has taken me long years of soul-searching and many nights of tears to bring myself to this moment. I am Archimedes, your son.
When I heard the name of the man who stole my lyre, I suspected it might be you.
I've dreamt of hurting you as you hurt me and my father 1,000 times. But I only knew you as the mother who abandoned me and not as the artist that I just saw.
Just as Adonis lamented the beauty he left behind, I too left that which was most precious to me on the death of my old self.
You're not dead. Neither of you are. Take this opportunity and see what you can build together.
Thank you for all your help.
Aw. Aw. Ain't that nice? Oh. I might leave this episode here because it's actually a nice episode. End on a bit of slaughter, and then there'll be some. I'm gonna do the next episode right after this, and I'll be up later today. I want to just check there's any bodies with loot. Maybe not. There we go. Let's see. Easy loot. It's a good end shot, as always. Bit of a horse in the background having a bath. But yeah, that was a lot. That was a proper episode right there. And we'll do another one right after this, which will be up later today. Like I said, a day or two ago would have been a double bill, and today is a double bill essentially. And then from tomorrow, and maybe a few rotations after, I might just focus on Halo, just to get it done. At least for Halo 4 Spartan Ops. I'll see how far I get with that, but it's the main goal anyway. But yeah, I don't know what we'll do next episode. I assume we'll explore more of Boeta, and yeah, we'll just chill out and enjoy more of this brilliant game. So I'll leave it here for today. So as always, thanks for watching if you've been watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.